That's not garbage, how dare you? What is it doing here? What? Wait, where did you, what? Explain yourselves. Okay, when did the stormtroopers get so cool? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Star Wars The Force Awakens, and it has been a long time coming. I have finally made it to the sequel trilogy after watching so much stuff, and I'm actually quite looking forward to it. I know there's so much controversy around these movies, I know I've heard a lot of it, but basically for these reactions, I want to go in looking for something to enjoy. I know there's so many opinions about these movies, I have never seen them before, and I just want to be able to judge them for myself while trying to ignore the negative perception that I've gotten from a lot of people from it. I may agree at the end of this, they might not be the best movies, I may end up enjoying them, I want to decide for myself, and to be completely honest, after how long I've been waiting to get to these, I've kind of built it up in my head. I want this to be quite good. We're going into the post-Empire part of Star Wars, 3 movies taking place there. I want to see what sort of story is being told at this point in time after everything that's been done. I feel like we've had hints of it through other things we've seen, with Imperial remnants being around during Mandalorian and Ahsoka, Thrawn returning. I think I've been told that he's not part of this, so I shouldn't be thinking about him during any of this. But of course, we've got the New Republic, which Mon Mothma is leading. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm very excited to just see happen now that the Empire is fully gone, and it's been a while. Now, I also do know that I am skipping over a show called Star Wars Resistance, and basically what's happening is I'm gonna have to start slowing down YouTube. Put it as simply as possible, I need to get a new job soon, and my time is gonna be sort of divvied up, and I won't have enough time to continue YouTube the way I've been doing it. And with all the videos that I'm currently doing, Star Wars is the closest one coming to its end. So once I finish these 3 movies, the slot devoted to my time making these videos will be put to actually just working. I'll still be doing anime and Invincible, so that's not going anywhere. Basically, my schedule is being reshuffled, so I'm having less time to actually put to YouTube. But yeah, anyway, back to the movie. I guess my hopes for this is just to see the returning cast again. And of course, Anakin and that prequel stuff, they're probably all gone in the timeline. But we still have Luke, Leia, and Han, and I want to see them again. I want to see what they're doing in this galaxy. We've followed them through the original movies. I want to know what they'll be doing in this one. I believe we are following new characters, I think that's a pattern with the actual movies. The prequels followed their set of characters, the originals followed theirs, the sequels, I would assume, would follow that same pattern. But I hope it does touch on what the original trio ended up doing, and just what the state of the galaxy is now, because of course the Jedi were basically extinct by the time the Empire was defeated. So what is their state at the minute? I do know Luke was building a Jedi school in Mandalorian, so I do really want to find out how that's going. And of course the Sith are gone. So what is the other threat going to be that's going to emerge in this? What are the heroes of this movie going to be fighting against? Palpatine and Vader are dead. No more Sith after that. Is it going to be like a new branch of dark side users? I don't know, it just feels like there's so much opportunity to do things here, and I can't wait to see what actually happens. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in. Nice to see that, as always. I missed hearing the theme. I feel like it's been a while. Okay, reading time. What is gonna be the story here? Huh, what? He's Spanish? In his absence, the sinister First Order has risen from the ashes of the... Okay, Imperial Remnant, I guess, made that. Okay, First Order. And will not rest until Skywalker, the last Jedi, has been destroyed. Okay, so Luke has an enemy that's trying to find him, but he's vanished, and they're trying to get him. Great. With the support of the Republic, General Leia Organa leads a brave resistance. She is desperate to find her brother, Luke, and gain his help in restoring peace and justice to the galaxy. Okay, so Leia's doing well. Like this story so far, Luke is missing. You have a bad thing that's risen in his place, so he's very important then. Leia has sent her most daring pilot on a secret mission to Jakku, where an old ally has discovered a clue to Luke's whereabouts. Awesome. I'm surprised Luke would just disappear, wouldn't tell Leia where he's gone. So I'm guessing that Luke was basically this very important figure then, because of course he defeated the Empire, and after that, he took on a more public position, and probably was classified as the savior of the galaxy. Everyone looked at him and admired him, and now that he's vanished, a power vacuum has sort of happened. So why did he vanish then? Because it's with his vanishing, that's when this First Order rose. And he didn't tell Leia where he went either. Glad that they're already being referenced though. Oh, very sinister, shadowy ship. It looks like a destroyer. And that's blocked out the entire planet. Is that a destroyer? No, the Jedi cruisers. They turn into Star Destroyers. Yeah, they turn into Star Destroyers. What did the... Because the Republic were basically decommissioning the entire army. So... Stormtroopers? Would these be Stormtroopers now? I never know the difference. Clone Troopers, Stormtroopers, what are these now? They shouldn't be... So how are these gotten going? The Empire's got... So First Order, Imperial Remnants. So that is what's happening. They've turned into this. That is a very cute looking droid. BB-8 and it chirps. Oh, it's just a tiny ball. I love it.
Well, because of you, now we have a chance. The General's been after this for a long time.
So this is the clue. I take it this is the pilot.
We got company.
I already like the setup of the shots. It does feel like original trilogy vibes.
You have to hide. Go.
Okay, so you're the informant. Who are you? So you have this clue to where Luke went. And now this pilot has it. And Leia was leading a resistance with the backing of the new pilot. I'm trying to figure out the situation within the galaxy, the First Order, because the Imperial Remnants are basically, they were a small thing, but quite big. They weren't that known. Yeah, this feels honestly kind of like the Clone Wars situation, where you have two very big sides within the galaxy. Is the New Republic no longer the dominant force? Is that broken? Did that break? You gotta be kidding.
You take this. It's safer with you than it is with me. Get as far away from here as you can.
This is very reminiscent of the original trilogy. This is nice. Leia giving the schematics of the Death Star to R2. This guy giving this clue to where Luke is to BB-8. That's what the subtitles called him. Yeah, no, I think he's dead. He's dying. Oh, that's nice. Blood-soaked helmet. It's quite interesting that we're getting such a focus on a stormtrooper. Is it a bit much for you? Okay, you look interesting. I'm getting Sith vibes. Sith don't exist here now because they're gone.
Cannot deny the truth. That is your family.
You are so right.
Ooh, wait. Okay, so red. And the Force catching lasers, great. Lightsaber's cool. It looks like it has a hilt. I'm not sure. Could he use those? I'm trying to think now. Can that be used in like combat? How would you use those little bits of the hilt? Oh, shiny one.
Sir, the villagers.
Oh dear, you're a good bad guy.
On my command.
You looked hesitant. Okay, so what was this village? Was this just a harm? Oh, not doing it. It's too much for you. This is interesting. The lightsaber's still just... No, okay. Well, how did he do that? I thought you had to hold it. He was just... What was he doing there? Was it just, like, frozen with his mind? I like it. Oh, we've actually going to follow a stormtrooper. This is really cool. You're not good with this.
FN-218, sir.
Oh, dear.
Submit your blaster for inspection.
Oh, don't tell me they're going to see that you didn't fire it. Okay, I'm already invested in this guy. I want to see him leave. This feels very interesting already. Can we actually see a stormtrooper leave whatever the First Order is? Giant wreckage. This is cool. So scavenger. Huge Star Destroyer wreckage. Do we know what that's from? Yeah, obviously, she's an important character. She had the moment with the face reveal. I take it she's going to be the one that finds BB-8 and gets involved with things then. These shots are really nice. I'm really trying not to just go, oh, is this Tatooine? Because I know there's a bunch of other desert planets, but I'm getting a lot of Tatooine vibes.
1/4 portion.
Okay, getting a good look at your life. It reminds me a lot of Kenobi, where he had to sort of mine, like, I think it was meat or whatever, and he turned back. He had to return the meat back to the people, and he got paid for it. That reminds me of that. Oh, that's cool. She lives in an abandoned walker. Okay, so she has, like, the old rebellion helmet. Is that what she wants to do? Does she want to be, like, a pilot and leave this place? Oh, he got captured.
Norma!
Okay, interesting, but I don't know why you did that.
Wants you for parts. He's no respect for anyone.
So he's a bad man.
Don't follow me. Town is that way.
Okay, no, it's gonna stay with you. This is very reminiscent of Luke's story so far. Droid's finding him, but this one is different. She does want to get involved, whereas Luke was jumping at the chance.
No one has been able to get out of you what you did with the map.
You might want to rethink your technique.
You're gonna use the Force, aren't you? Yep. How strong are you? You gonna let it slip? Okay, so either this guy is super strong mentally, or maybe Ren isn't as strong as he looks.
It's in a droid.
There we go. Okay, yeah, so the guy is just super strong.
If it's on Jakku, we'll soon have it.
Jakku, that was what it said, yeah. This is not Tatooine, it's Jakku.
I know all about waiting. For my family. They'll be back one day.
You're abandoned, that's sad, and you still are waiting for them to come back. Oh.
I'll pay for him.
Let me guess, a bunch of portions. Oh,
60 portions.
Can you be bought?
The droids are not for sale. Come on.
Okay, so establishing that she's quite moral compared to everyone. Oh, no.
Listen carefully. If you do exactly as I say, I can get you out of here.
No, wait,
This is a rescue.
I'm helping you escape.
That quickly? Okay. Sure.
Because it's the right thing to do.
Nice.
You need a pilot.
Pretty, yeah.
Pilot.
Okay, there we go. The pretty fast turnaround. He's just putting on the show just because he wants out and he's the guy to be the pilot. Great. Okay, I really like the Stormtrooper.
Stay calm, stay calm.
I am calm.
I'm talking to myself.
Okay, I love him. I don't know his name. It's just FN and numbers. Because I've been reading this sometimes. We've got Poe and Rey. They're the other ones with names.
We have an unsanctioned departure from Bay 2.
Stop that fighter.
Oh, dear, they are so prepared. Shoot where the wire is connected. It's going well. You're destroying a lot of their stuff, but you still need to break out. Oh, wait, they shot command too. Yeah, the way they call their side the Resistance, that I feel like is almost throwing me and just in my understanding of what the state of the galaxy should be. Resistance sounds like they're fighting against the current major thing in the galaxy. You'd think almost the First Order would be in that position, fighting against the New Republic, who are the dominant force. Resistance makes it seem like the New Republic is weaker than the First Order. Is that the case? And if that is the case, how on earth did that happen?
That's the only name they ever gave me.
Huh?
Well, I ain't using it. Finn, I'm gonna call you Finn.
Excellent, Finn. That's interesting. Was he raised with them? Is that why they have such a big, lot there? Did he not join them? Did he not have a name before? Did he not have a life before? That is very interesting.
No droid can be that important. This one is. We gotta get as far away from the First Order as we can.
You're not the pilot.
Map that leads straight to Luke Skywalker. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Ah, yeah, crashing and burning. Great. You'll be fine.
Was evaluated and sent to reconditioning.
Reconditioning. Well, did they kidnap people and just brainwash them? What did they do? How did they get their numbers if they don't even know their own name? I think right off the bat, a few of these cuts are kind of fast for me. Going from about to crash and then just straight waking up, walking away. And again, the same thing happened with him turning. Just getting Poe and then just changing. That was slightly fast. So I'm trying to measure how much time has passed here. Because it could have been that Poe could be dead for all we know. Badlands. Oh, the sink pit. Yeah. Okay, so you're near where Rey was talking about. Hopefully he wasn't in there. Otherwise he's dead. Oh, what was it? Okay, so that's completely exploded and gone. Now what do you do? I mean, if I was him, the first thing I'd do is ditch the armor. Village! Yeah, you made it somewhere. I take it Rey is also there.
Supreme Leader Snoke was explicit. Capture the droid if we can, but destroy it if we must.
Supreme Leader Snoke? What?
Your personal interests not interfere with orders from Leader Snoke.
Okay, so you're not the leader then. So Kylo Ren works with this Snoke guy. I'm already seeing quite a few similarities. This Hux almost feels like Tarkin equivalent, being the commander, sort of on the same level Vader was. So is the Snoke basically the equivalent of what Palpatine was then? And then Ren is the equivalent to Vader, the weapon, the thing that intimidates everyone. Oh, that was fast and quite easy. Oh, he's not sharing. So programmed him birth. What made him different? What made him change? Oh, no, she did it herself. Okay. So what happened with the programming then? Did you just snap out of it?
Him.
Wait, how do you, what? Why? Did you already how did BB-8 recognize him? He had a helmet on. Ben!
Hey, what?
The jacket. This droid says you stole it.
Ah, that's why.
Belonged to Poe Dameron.
He was captured by the First Order, but her ship crashed. Poe didn't make it.
We don't know that. We never saw a body. And we don't really know how much time passed. You could have been unconscious a while. I'm not buying it yet.
So you're with the Resistance?
Not quite, but you have no choice but to say yes. Otherwise,
Obviously.
she would have killed you if you said Stormtrooper.
Map that leads to Luke Skywalker, and everyone's after it. Luke Skywalker.
What is his position right now? Why is it a myth? What is his position? What is the infamy surrounding him is insane. Ah, great. Now what? Yep, you can't let them get close or else I'll just call you a traitor. And then your cover's blown and your lie is destroyed.
Stop taking my hand!
You don't know ties. You might know this marketplace, but this marketplace is gone.
Hey. Yeah. Follow me.
The dynamic is interesting at the minute. I mean, with Rey's character, she's alone. It feels like the thing that she'd want the most is company. You got to have this guy come here. Immediately could be a friend. And it's just the aggression. It feels like almost pushing away.
What about that ship?
That was garbage!
Oh, wow, it's better than that now.
The garbage will do!
Yes, it will. Get in the garbage. That's not garbage! How dare you! What is it doing here? What? Wait, where's Han? Is he here? What the? You're just stealing Han's ship. Are they going to be... Please say they're on board.
You ever fly this thing?
No! This ship hasn't flown in years!
Where's Han and Chewbacca? Where are they?
Oh, I can do this.
It's old-fashioned, yeah. Where's Han and Chewbacca? Why has that thing been there for years? It's the Millennium Falcon. That should be as well known as Luke.
We need cover, quick!
We're about to get some!
What cover you got? What do you got up? Oh, ooh, okay, this could be cool. A whole fight scene in this place? And going inside, okay, I like, oh wait, no, not going inside, you're just confusing them, nice. I like that she's using what sort of she knows. This is good. She's picking up flying this thing very well. So learning quite a bit about these characters. They pick up things fast.
The cannon's stuck in forward position. I can't move it. You gotta lose him.
Wait, forward position. That feels important. Are you gonna have to align it so that he can shoot?
Ready?
Okay.
Yep, this feels advanced. How would you know what forward position would look like? How are you gonna line this up? Oh, just going straight inside? Oh, this is cool. Don't crash. You're new at piloting. Oh, I'm just cutting engines? I'm back on. Wow, okay, that was cool. But I'm not so sure I'm happy with that. That was very fast. Has she ever... She's already said that she's never piloted before. I'm sure she said that. Yeah, she's able to pull off something like that. That's interesting.
I've run some ships, but I've never left the planet. Your last
That was
was dead.
amazing.
Oh, you...
Okay, yeah, geeking out about it and just saying how amazing each other are. Great. That... So it doesn't sit quite right with me that she was able to pull off something like that quickly.
He's gonna get you home. We both will.
Oh, you going too? You leaving? You're not gonna wait anymore?
I don't know your name.
Finn, what's yours?
I'm right.
Okay, so proper introductions. Now what?
Leave with this, quick!
How do either of you know what to do? Okay, so, I think it's just quite fast-paced. I feel like it's almost brushing over a lot of things that we should be seeing. The dynamic feels fine.
We were unable to acquire the droid on Jakku.
Oh, you're dead. Yeah, the dynamic, it feels fine, but it feels slightly rushed. I would like more time just getting to know the characters before you throw them together and then do crazy things like that. That I feel like needs a bit more backing, rather than just throw them into it and say, okay, yeah, they can do it.
I believe FN 2187 may have helped in the escape.
It's got to just be Anger himself, right? For missing it, he sensed it, and okay, really, you've got anger issues, don't you? Even they didn't do anything like that. You have no composure. Almost like a child throwing a tantrum, just destroying their things.
The two were accompanied by a girl.
Why is that making you angry? He's giving you the information.
Trying to get away from the First Order. But you tell us where the base is, I'll get you there first. Deal?
Would the droid go along with that?
So where's your base?
Come on, BB-8, tell him.
Okay, I do love the droid. It's so stupid.
The Millennium System, that's the one. Get us there as fast as you can.
I'll drop you to...
There's a little fire for the thumbs up.
You're a pilot. You can fly anywhere. Why go back? You got a family?
Nope.
Got a boyfriend? Cute boyfriend?
None of your business, that's why.
Okay, she's going to go wait for her family that ditched her.
Someone's locked onto us. All controls are overridden.
How? What? They can do that now? They can just take control of ships? Oh, is that like a junker ship? I think we've seen them before. Ventress.
First Order.
So you got... What is the First Order?
You said poisonous gas.
Fix that.
Can you unfix it?
Sure, okay, yay, flood everything with poisonous gas. Wait, where did you... What? Explain yourselves.
Chewie, we're home.
Yes, you are. Don't get poisoned. Don't die. I mean, they'd know how to fix it. They'd know. So it should be fine. Well, how did you lose it?
He stole it from the Irving boys who stole it from Duquesne.
Who stole it from me?
Okay, so you lost it. Great.
This is a Millennium Falcon. You're Han Solo.
I used to be.
Huh? What does that mean? Everyone's famous? What does he mean he used to be Han Solo?
Hell.
This droid has to get to the Resistance base as soon as possible.
He's carrying a map to Luke Skywalker.
Come on. How does that not get you on board? Leia's looking for him. Why aren't you? What now?
Don't tell me a Rathor's got loose.
Okay, another thing to distract. Are you gonna go help? What?
Problem is we loaned you 50,000. Heard you also borrowed 50,000 from Kanja Club.
So they just stole all their money, basically. That sounds like Han Solo. What does he mean he used to be Han Solo? Sounds exactly like Han Solo.
I never made a deal with Kanja Club.
Tell that to Kanja Club.
You're just gonna let it out, aren't you? Yeah, that's kind of the only way out. You're just gonna release this thing.
Tasu Leach, good to see you.
What mess did you get yourself into? Come on, Solo. Chewie, what are you doing? Why are you letting him do this? Where's Leia? How is she not being, like, helping out this? How does she know how to use all this stuff? Okay, so she just released those.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh no.
You don't know how to use any of this stuff. You just push one
Run
button.
fuses.
Okay, yeah. You have too much confidence. Yeah, so that's out. Great. What does Han do? Oh, those things are nasty.
What do they look like?
Like that. Just a giant mouth with tentacles. Great.
This way!
Are you sure?
Oh, they're fast. Oh dear, are you dead? And ate everyone else very quickly. What? Oh, and you lost him. Finn! He's still alive. That's good to know. Where are they taking him? Why aren't they just killing him immediately? Oh, that's impressive. Okay. I gotta say, for someone that grew up on a desert just scavenging around everything, she is pretty adept to technology and basically in every form.
I hate that guy.
And you could use a co-pilot?
I got one. He's
Yeah,
back there.
Chewie! Oh, kind of, yeah, he's injured. Never mind.
From inside the hangar, is that even possible?
I never asked that question until after I've done it.
Yeah, you got no choice. Yep, just go. They're still going? Really? I'd just run for your lives at this point.
Come on, baby, don't let me down.
Compressor.
Okay, so she had to correct him in his own ship. That's fun. Oh, what is that? That's a planet? You carved out a planet.
He delivered to the Resistance, leading them to the last Jedi.
This is Snoke? What on earth is he?
Returns. The new Jedi will rise.
Oh, he looks freaky. He's massive. He is gigantic. So how come any other Jedi haven't risen since Luke? What's he been doing this entire time? He was making a school.
That supports the Resistance, the Republic. Without their friends to protect them, the Resistance will be vulnerable.
So the Resistance is a separate thing to the Republic. It's its own thing, but Leia's with it.
Oversee preparations.
Yes, Supreme Leader.
Those two really don't get along. It is like Tarkin and Vader.
In the hands of your father, Han Solo.
Huh? What? Your dad is Han?
Master of the Knights of Ren.
Heard about them. Okay, Knights of Ren, we're going there. What is that?
By the grace of your training, I will not be seduced.
We shall see.
So is this like, yeah, this is the Palpatine Vader relationship, so is this not Sith? This is its own thing? Still feels Sithy with it. Oh wait, you were a hologram, what? Okay, so what? Oh dear. That's very realistic, so the holograms have improved then if they just stay stable like that.
Coolant's leaking.
Try transferring auxiliary power to secondary tank.
I kind of get what they're going for with that. It's showing that Rey's relating to Han, which is fine, but it's almost like saying that Han doesn't know his own ship, slightly.
This hyperdrive blows are going to be pieces of us in 3 different systems.
And did she just fix it for you?
I bypassed the compressor.
And you didn't even think of that. Okay. So did he have any part to play in that then, to fix this ship? Okay, yeah, that is a map.
Ever since Luke disappeared, people have been looking for him.
How long has he been gone?
He was training a new generation of Jedi. One boy, apprentice, turned against him, destroyed it all.
Your son, clearly. Okay, so I gathered from that. Obviously, his son was the bad child, turned bad, destroyed everything, and then Luke just dipped. So is that why there's no Jedi around? So Luke was the last one, and then this bad child just ended it all.
Didn't know there was this much green in the whole galaxy.
That's quite depressing. The shots really are very nice. This place looks beautiful. So with Rey's character then, I think I'm liking this side of her more. Just seeing the awe of the galaxy, being stuck on Jakku that entire time, finally getting to explore the rest of it. I like that side of it more. The other side of it, where it feels like they're just forcing her to do every single thing, feels slightly odd, like fixing Han Solo's own ship and him being surprised by how she does it. Basically saving Finn every single time, even though he is a trained stormtrooper. It just strikes me as slightly odd.
I think I can handle myself.
I know you do. That's why I'm giving it to you. Take it.
Is she not allowed to have any challenges? Is she just going to be very good at everything?
You know how to use one of those?
Yeah, you pull the trigger.
A little bit more to it than that.
Does she, or is she just going to be adept at it?
I've been thinking about bringing on some more crew, Ray. Second mate. Some appreciates the Falcon.
You only just got the Millennium back.
If you were, I'd be flattered. But I have to get home.
Jakku?
I've already been away too long.
I'm waiting for people that will never show up. It is sad. So that is the main thing she has to overcome. She has, because it's very clear, they're near and they're not coming back. They left, she's been waiting all this time, they ain't coming back. So she needs to sort of process that idea.
Want to get BB-8 to the Resistance? Maz Kanat is our best bet.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, statue. Is that all flags? And this feels equivalent to just the bar scene on Tatooine. The music, aliens, yeah. They really are trying to capture a lot of the original movie, aren't they here? Han Solo! Oh, yeah, great. How's this gonna go? Are you friends? What's this? Are you gonna be like for First Order stuff? Everyone spotted the droid. Everyone spotted the droid. Alert the resistance. They're missing. Oh, wait, no, they're tapping the resistance.
Evkarlista.
I'm feeling the first one.
Gundam.
Okay. Okay, so everything's coming here. Great, that's fun. But what is going on with the planet in the background? Why is it being carved out?
I feel it again. The pull to the light.
Huh? This is interesting. A villain that's trying hard not to go to the light. That acknowledges that they're being pulled to it, but is trying to fight against it.
Grandfather.
Huh?
And I will finish
Grandfather?
what you started.
No, 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 no. Huh? What? Why'd you keep the melted helmet there? He died without it. Why is he talking to the helmet? There was no one there. What? Oh. Okay, that's confusing. I like the villain, but whatever, that seems slightly... He's just talking to the helmet, right? His head isn't in there. We know he had the burial. He lost the helmet in the... How did that survive the giant Death Star explosion?
Go home.
Leia doesn't want to see me.
Please, we came here.
What's happening there? Why wouldn't she want to see you? You love each other, right?
There's shadows spreading across the galaxy. We must face them. Fight them.
Finn can't do that, he just wants to run. Okay, so we have the clear idea of what their characters are and what their story should be. Rey needs to sort of realize that there's no one coming for her on Jakku. Finn needs to learn to actually fight. And Han apparently needs to go back to Leia.
If you live long enough, you see the same eyes in different people. I'm looking at the eyes of a man who wants to run.
I think that was very clear. I don't think you have to live 1,000 years to see that.
You don't know the First Order like I do. They'll slaughter us. We all need to run.
How did they get that powerful? How did the New Republic allow it?
What about BB-8? We're not done yet. We have to get him back to your base.
I'm surprised Rey is so adamant at keeping Finn by her side. From what we've seen of her character, she seems to be completely capable by herself. The only thing Finn does for her is basically just emotional support, companionship, in the slightest. I'm surprised she's become this connected to him already when we haven't seen that much.
Call of him. I was taken from a family I'll never know.
Okay. Oh, so they did basically what the Jedi did.
On my first battle, I made a choice. I wasn't gonna kill for them.
That was your first time? Okay. So their training can't be that good.
Rey, come with me.
Don't go.
Yeah, she's adamant. She's not running. I do want to know where the fight comes from with Rey, because we know very little about her. Just that she's from Jakku. She's waiting for a family that will never show up, yet she's so adamant to fight. I feel like the more motivation that we know of her is just to see the wider side of the galaxy and just see what else is out there from Jakku, flying ships and stuff. Where does her fight come from? Where does her desire to do good and just be morally upright come from? Like, she saved the droid from the bad guy. Is it because she's taken advantage of as a scavenger from that, so she doesn't want to just see it imposed on other people? Which, yeah, that's fine. But like, she hasn't really seen the true... What is that? Who's screaming down there? Her experience with the First Order was at the market, and I feel like that it was her and Finn's first meeting. There was a lot of chaos going on. I feel like there should be maybe another scene where she gets a more personal experience with the First Order. What are you listening to? Come back? No? It is! So that lightsaber seems to have a tragic past. Is that one we know? Okay, Force stuff. Why? This is odd. Yoda. You just touched it, and I think it's one I recognize. Robot hand, Luke. Okay, death and destruction. I'm so lost. Where are you? What are you doing? Who's this? Red lightsaber. Ren. Great.
Quiet, girl.
That's where the fight came from. You didn't want them to leave. What just happened? Obi-Wan, these are your... What, Obi-Wan? What happened there?
I shouldn't have gone in there. That lightsaber was Luke's.
Okay, it was Luke's. It was one I recognized. How did you get it? Why?
Whomever you're waiting for on Jakku, they're never coming back.
Exactly. You don't have to go back there. You can explore the galaxy. You can do all of that stuff.
I am no Jedi, but I know the Force. It moves through and surrounds every living thing.
I like this. Non-Force sensitive talking about the Force and understanding it.
The saber. Take it.
I'm never touching that thing again. I don't want any part of it.
I'm gonna take the box. Oh, dear, okay, that's great. I didn't go how you wanted it to. So what, she's running now? So now she wants no part of it. She was so adamant to fight and adamant to get Finn on board, but that scared her enough to not go. So maybe she's so adamant to fight because she was almost like thinking it would be easy, but then she's seeing the reality of it through the vision that is kind of horrifying. What is that? What is the giant? What is that? I don't like it. What is it?
The end of a regime that acquiesces to disorder.
Today is the end,
Upon which we stand, will bring an end to the Senate.
Again? What are you doing? What is happening here?
Bow to the First Order as the last day of the Republic.
He's very passionate about this. This is giving me very, sort of 1945's Germany vibes. Fire! What are you... It's a cannon. There's a cannon. What are you doing? Is this a new Death Star? What is the energy of this thing? What the... What have you fired at? Are you actually... What are you doing? How are you breaking the Republic? We haven't even seen the Republic yet. Just a planet this time. So not a Death Star, but a planet. Are there separate lines? What is the energy of that? It took so many Kyber crystals to get the Death Star going. What on earth does that thing take? Oh no, multiple planets gone. What planets are these? So this is our first look at the Republic, so they're all dead. All of them are dying. Great. Is Coruscant among these? What planets are they? What planets? Oh yeah. Okay, so this is like Death Star times 5 then.
It was the Republic. First Order, they've done it.
Did you know about the plan? Were you privy to that information? Well, I'm surprised you can see it all from this planet. How close are you?
You have to go back. You're too important. They'll help you.
Ties. Oh yeah, here we go. I've come for you. The pacing is incredibly fast. You just saw 5 planets die, and I feel like it's almost getting not brushed over, but I kind of want it to have a bigger impact. Of course, I think we have to wait and see that impact, but I feel like it's happening very quickly. Everything just keeps moving so fast.
Find your friend.
Okay, you've taken... Okay, oh dear. I hope she has some defenses here. Living 1,000 years, you hoped you would have something to defend this place with. Oh, okay, no, just destroying it all. Right, okay. Oh, the statue. The statue's gone. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, raise, fight. Oh, and that's that one. So he is here. Raise, fight. I'm guessing from her original stuff, it was all about...
Safety.
It doesn't work. It's on safety. Great. Oh, yep. And got him in the second shot. Her fight was in her head before. She just figured it was the right thing to do, but then she was met with the reality of it from the vision. Now she's realized that she does have to truly fight. She's seeing things be destroyed firsthand.
Go! I need a weapon! You have one!
Yes! Ooh, Stormtrooper using a lightsaber. Oh, this could be so cool. Ooh, and just killing. What? Oh, dear. Okay, so you know him. Oh my, what the? Oh. Hey, when did the Stormtroopers get so cool? Come on, you got this, you got this. I want Finn to get something cool to do. You can take down this guy. Who saved you? Okay. I want Finn to get... Finn's got to have something like big to do by the end of this, right? Oh, what now?
TK-338, we have
No.
targets in custody.
Hey! Oh no, actually been captured. Where's Rey gone? I got a feeling Rey's just gonna come in and save them, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, because I want... Oh, was that Resistance? They're gonna come in and save them. I want Rey to have more... Yes, it is. Okay, great. I want Rey to have more challenge. Right now, it doesn't feel like there's much challenge for her. It just feels like everything's going well so far.
Go straight at him. Don't let these thugs scare you.
Copy that.
Okay, so you are alive. Where'd you go? How'd you get off Jakku? They are making such short work of them. This is nice to see. It's not even a challenge for the Resistance. And they managed to... Okay, wow, that was insane. You were in the middle of all of that. I'm loving these tracking shots. These look so nice. Following the ship. And yeah, it's just doing amazing. I love that transition between following, I guess, Finn first, then Poe, obviously, and then back to Finn. Oh, you're gonna be dealing with Ren, aren't you? Oh no. This could be the challenge that I wanted for you. Lightsaber hum, yep. He's gonna be behind you, isn't he? Oh, no! Yeah, that's not gonna do anything to him. Here's the challenge, yeah. You can literally do nothing in this situation. Thankfully, the droid isn't with you.
Pull the division out. Forget the droid. We have what we need.
Oh, he's gonna reach... Okay, yep, he has a map. Okay. This is the challenge. She's been captured. This is good. She was too eager to join the fight, and now it's sort of backfired on her. This is good. Now you have motivation, you have connection, you have the desire to save her. You all have the desire to save her now. These sets are insane. Yep, she is gone. But now he has his desire to fight. She's been put in danger, so he can't run anymore. Leia! Okay, what's the situation between these two? She looks happy to see him, so that's good. Why wouldn't you go home?
Han Solo.
3PO!
C-3PO.
You just popping into frame. Oh, dear.
Leia, I saw her son. He was here.
So was he missing this entire time? You just couldn't find him? Or did you... I mean, I imagine you know what he became. But like, did you not know his position? Because I imagine they would fight to the ends of the earth to get him back. So this must be the New Resistance base. I'm trying to figure out how connected it is with the New Republic. It has New Republic backing. Yeah, what's the relationship like between... Oh, wait, we've seen this before. Saw was here, right? This was Saw's place in Andor. I think it's got the same mountains. Surely. Unless I'm going insane.
What happened to you? What happened? I got thrown from the crash. I woke up at night. No you, no ship, nothing.
Woke up at night. You woke up before.
You completed my mission, Finn. That's my jacket. Keep it. It suits you. You're a good man, Finn.
I need your help.
That's probably the first time I might have heard that. Actually, hearing someone from the rebellion, the good side, call him a good man. Because you've got to imagine he probably questions his self a lot, considering what he must have done as a stormtrooper.
Han told me about the girl. I'm sorry.
Finn's familiar with the
I'm
weapon
sorry.
that destroyed the Hosnian system. He worked on the base.
Hosnian destroyed the entire system. Okay, that's bad.
Foolish to think I could find Luke and bring him home.
Leia.
Do that.
Do what?
Anything.
What's that about? You seemed good when you first saw him. What's happening? Why was he under a sheet? Why is C-3PO up and out? What? Why was he under a sheet? And why is he not with Luke?
R2-D2 has been in low power mode ever since Master Luke went away.
Did he deactivate himself because he missed Luke? That'd be really sweet.
He may never be his old self again.
No, he'll be back, he'll be fine. But why did you put a sheet over him?
I just never should have sent him away. That's when I lost him.
They blame themselves for how he turned out. Lost you both? What? Lost you both? What do you mean lost?
But we can still save him. Luke is a Jedi. You're his father.
Exactly. What's the situation with their relationship? What's happening with that? Are they together? They better be together.
You still want to kill me?
That happens when you're being hunted by a creature in a mask.
You're going to remove it? Oh, he is. He's very young. Surprising. How old would he be?
I'm so lonely. So afraid to leave.
Reaching into the darkest, awfulest parts of her mind. Wow.
And Han Solo, you feel like he's the father you never had.
Really? She connected with him that quickly? You struggling? Is he really struggling? Is she winning? You've trained, right? She hasn't.
You're afraid.
Are you reaching back? What are you doing?
That you will never be as strong as Darth Vader.
Okay, that was better than what I thought was happening. Good. You, instead of just for somehow being able to just shut it out, which of course she had no.
Untrained but stronger than she knows.
And the droid.
Ren believed it was not.
She went into his head and found something that he was vulnerable with. That worked. It wasn't just her not letting him through.
We tracked their reconnaissance ship to the Elenium system.
Good. Then we will crush them once and for all.
I do like Snoke. He does feel very intimidating and just like the evil presence that this order needs.
What you say about this girl is true. Bring her to me.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna go inside her mind? That would do it. So what is this guy? How powerful is he? He started the First Order, I would assume. What does he want then? So Luke vanished, then the First Order showed up. So that means that guy showed up. He's strong with the Force.
Remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
No, I don't. This shouldn't work, right? The Jedi mind trick, how does she even know about it?
I'll tighten those restraints. Scavenger scum.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. So at least she's accepted that she has some Force ability.
You will remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
Trying again.
I will remove these restraints and leave the cell with the door open.
She just is able to do it like that with no training. Okay. They really want to make her adapt at everything. I was hoping like the one struggle she could have could be the Force, with how good she seemed to be at everything else, but nope. She's just great at that too. 3 attempts it took. He really is just a child. So Snoke, yeah, makes sense. Snoke apparently got into his head as a kid and got him into the dark side. So I take it when that happened, he just never grew up, and that now he has anger issues. Makes sense. What are you doing to the sun? Is this where you get your fuel? Very little solar power? Pretty impressive.
This was the Death Star. And this is Starkiller Base.
Starkiller, like the guy from the video game?
It uses the power of the sun. As the weapon is charged, the sun is drained until it disappears.
Can the planet move? Because it will only have one sun, right? I mean, what's the Republic doing now? Surely they would actually like fully send the fleet if their systems are being destroyed at this point.
We'll go in there. We'll hit that oscillator with everything we've got.
They have defensive shields.
Very similar to the first movie, yeah.
Disable the shields, but I have to be there on the planet.
We'll get you there.
On how?
If I told you, you wouldn't like it.
They still do care for each other. They still do care. Their relationship isn't dead, no matter what seems to be happening with it. Because, I mean, I get it. Their son turned to the dark side. They couldn't handle it. They blamed probably themselves, yada, yada, yada. But why split them apart? Why have that as like a story direction? Why not have it bring them closer together, that their son disappeared and they'll fight to get him back? What have they been doing this entire time? What has Han been doing this entire time? Has it been Leia that's been looking for him? When Han just flying around the galaxy?
I've always hated watching you leave.
Boy, I did it, so you'd miss me.
Oh.
I did miss you.
Yes, good. The love is still there.
It wasn't all bad, was it? Some of it was good.
Why is he talking in past tense?
If you see our son, bring him home.
I do love Leia, because she always looks so strong, but then when Han holds her like that, she just turns vulnerable for a second. That is so beautiful.
She's just beginning to test her powers. The longer it takes to find her, the more dangerous she becomes.
Testing powers? No, she needs training. You can still have all the force power in the world. He does nothing without training. I mean, literally, look at Anakin, what he did. He still needs training to be powerful.
We're making our landing approach at light speed.
I mean, if you come at it from like a tangent and you don't really like hit the planet. No, you're going straight into it. Okay. I felt like that because, oh dear me. Oh, the Millennium Falcon may be old, but it sure is sturdy. This poor ship. It has been through way too much.
What was your job when you were based here?
Sanitation.
You clean toilets. Engineer would have been better for this mission. This one scares me. Okay, never mind. Yay.
FN 2187.
Not anymore.
I feel like Phasma is probably a very good soldier. I don't know what she'd do under this situation. I feel like she's going to be more trouble than it's worth here.
Lower the shields.
You're making a big mistake.
Why? I feel like there's going to be some truth to her words. What's she got? What's she got up her sleeve?
What do we do with her?
Is there a garbage chute?
Yeah. Yes!
Trash compactor?
Shove her down one. Go on, sanitation! And there'll be another weird looking eel thing with an eye. Yeah, they really are playing into a lot of the tropes from the first movie. But I think right now, it's interesting. Rey is clearly the main character. Connection with Luke's lightsaber. But it's odd. I feel like I want to follow Finn more. And it's because we haven't seen her challenged. Finn, we've seen a lot of him be challenged, him wanting to run, him staying to fight, and coming here to fight to save Rey. Rey, on the other hand, seems to just be great at everything, and it doesn't make for a really compelling main character. Now, it just feels like she's just going to win here in the end, because she can just do it.
Remember, when the sun is gone, that weapon will be ready to fire.
Oh, the sun's going to disappear. So how does this planet move, right? Because it's a planet. Does it have engines like the Death Star moved? So, can they actually move an entire planet? Because when the sun's gone, what are they going to do then? It kind of becomes useless if it can't move. Like, how did this thing get built to begin with? Like, Palpatine funneled stuff through the Senate, the money to fund the construction of the Death Star. How on earth did they manage to do this to a planet?
I came back for you. What did he say?
That it was your idea.
Yes. Yay, okay, finally something. For someone that longs for companionship or something, like family, she kept feeling like she kept pushing away this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh. Ow, curving missiles. These scenes are so cool. I mean, granted, I do think I have, like, issues with some character stuff going on, but the shots and just the cinematography is beautiful.
Girl knows her stuff.
How? How does she know how to do any of that? I get it, the scrapper, so she's come across a lot of things. But really, I'd assume an engineer, maybe if she understood how things worked, but she just finds things, and we don't really get to see how she knows that they work. That's all that's needed. Show that she sort of tinkers with things as well. Maybe she doesn't sell everything. Maybe she tinkers with things in her walker. Maybe she tinkers with the walker itself. Maybe she can turn it on and move it, and that'd be her house. But the fact that we don't see any of that, it's just her collecting things, and then suddenly just knowing how every single thing in the galaxy somehow works. That doesn't work for me. You've been undisturbed for a while. Here he comes. Yeah. You've been undisturbed for a while, but now here comes Ren. So, leader of the Knights of Ren. I need to be reminded about what that is. I've heard them before. You know, it's like talk about them with the Acolyte, I think, or like trying to figure out who the stranger was. That's nearly gone. It's getting dark. And I do like the imagery around this weapon. Basically, just using the light to bring a lot of dark and just snuffing out the light like this. The sun. This planet will fall to darkness. Is there seriously no railings on that platform? What is wrong with these people? I've got railings here, but they seem to go away. Why?
Ben!
His name is Ben! Wait, is that like after Ben Kenobi?
Take off that mask.
What do you think you'll see if I do?
The face of my son.
Oh, I like this. He never disowned him, never hated him. It's all just sadness that you couldn't save him.
Snoke is using you for your power. When he gets what he wants, he'll crush you.
But what does he want in the end? Is it just to destroy the New Republic and, I guess, become Emperor?
You know it's true.
It's too late.
No.
That's a sign. That's something.
Will you help me?
Yes. Anything.
Dropped. Come on, this could change things. This could... So far, it's been following a lot of sort of A New Hope. This could change things. Having this seemingly the big bad turn good. Oh, dead. Time's up. Sun's out. What? Darkness. Ominous music. What? You can't let go. Come on. Maybe just back away from the platform. You didn't just kill Han Solo. You didn't just kill Han Solo. Did that really just happen? Okay, she's feeling it. Okay, good. So he is dead. It's not like a twist thing, he's dead. If Leia can feel it, he's dead. What was that? What was that? Thank you, Chewie. Shove him off it as well. Good, good, good. Go on, Chewie. Go on, Chewie. He isn't dead. He can't be dead, right? That can't be real. Okay, all of that's gone. Good. I mean, the star's gone now, so it's got the energy. So that means there's going to be a massive explosion, isn't it? I'm still... He followed you. I got that quick. How'd he get in front of you? You were ahead. You had to climb stairs.
We're not done yet.
You're a monster.
I'm truly not believing Han's dead. It's got to be a twist. There's no way they'd kill Han.
Traitor!
Ooh, okay, but you're not trained at all. You have no idea how to properly wield that.
That lightsaber, it belongs to me.
Absolutely not. It's gotta be a twist. There's no way they killed Han Solo. Too much was set up. I do like the detail of him just whacking himself to try and distract from the pain of being shot. Is that gonna end now? He's trained with it. But I do want Finn to get something cool to happen. Oh, so that's how that thing can be used. Was wondering. It really has to be very close. Oh, you nicked him. Oh. Great. Oh, sliced in the back. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Let me guess where he's grabbing it with the Force. Ain't she just great at everything? Wait, are those two gonna have a lightsaber duel now? They can't lose. Is Rey's gonna win? Something else happens, they both lose, someone comes to save them, Leia shows up maybe. She's like used it less than Finn. Okay, she has used that not at all. I mean, I guess it's still a dangerous weapon. He's been nicked, he's been shot, sure, but still. I do not imagine Rey winning that fight. Someone else has to show up and save them. Maybe this exploding will be enough of a distraction or something to maybe let Rey get away with Finn.
Prepare to fire.
I'm trying to figure out currently whether or not this does share the same plot as A New Hope. I mean, it's not super bad if it does, but I'm trying to figure out if it's different enough to be its own thing and not just basically a replay with a filter over it. I think there is enough differences. Kylo Ren being one of the big ones. Dealing with old characters, sure, still not happy about how that goes down, but it's certainly different. Oh, that did it. Does have enough energy to destroy 3 planets. This explosion, yeah, it's gonna be big. You've got to leave. Maybe the ground will give way and do something. What technique is being used in the lightsabers? Because I know there's a lot, but it feels like he's just slashing at her. He would have been training with a lightsaber for a while, right? He worked with Luke. Maybe just toying with her. Maybe that's it. And here comes something. Maybe this is how you escape. I'm going towards it. You've got to be toying with her. She's lasted a while.
You need a teacher! I could show you the ways of the Force!
Really? Oh, she's going to call on the Force. Is she going to win this? But I also like that almost vulnerability coming from Ren, wanting someone. He just killed his dad, but it's clear that he's looking to try and find someone to join him. He does not want to be alone. Is she really going to win this duel? Sure, the dude's injured. You can say he's injured and probably not at the top of his game, but he's a more trained person with a lightsaber would do a lot better here. Oh, you got his face. Okay, so she won. Oh, and you're scarred. And everything's falling apart. Oh, well, luckily nothing you're standing on is falling apart. How convenient, right between you two. Almost like the Force is showing the divide. Okay, so Rey won.
Leave the base at once and come to me with Kylo Ren.
Okay, where are you?
It's time to complete his training.
Okay, more to do. And the earthquake didn't get him yet. Great. He ain't dead. Is Han actually dead? Do I believe that? Exploding planet, no one, it's not like Chewie Chewie's gonna be in there. Yep, Chewie's there. No one went to dive down the chute to try and find him, and his body would just be blown to bits. Han's dead. I do not like that. Stuff was set up between him and Leia, maybe getting back together, him trying to save his son, all of that's gone. So what did they do with Han's character in this movie then? So going from the original trilogy, having him be this awesome character, getting to be with Leia at the end, to this. You didn't even see Luke in the, yeah, he's dead. No one's seen Luke yet, and Han is dead. Well, that takes care of that problem. Is there going to be like another one in the third movie? What's their next big plan going to be? First it was the Death Star, then it was the second Death Star. This one is Starkiller Base. Is the next one going to be a second Starkiller Base? Your husband is dead. He's actually dead. And they spent the last time they had sort of apart, slightly arguing. I'm not a fan of that. That's how you end Han Solo's story. Back online, but now he's back to just know that Han's dead. He's gonna have the coordinates, isn't he?
Find Master Luke How.
There we go, he's got it. So it was there all along.
R2-D2 may contain some much needed good news. Tell me.
And yep, now the missing piece goes right there. So how did the First Order have this copy of the map then? They had the same thing, we're missing the other piece. I'm surprised Finn didn't get a cooler thing to do. It felt like it was building up for something. He kept having moments where it would end in failure, and that's sort of where it ended. He didn't get a sort of a triumph.
May the Force be with you.
Is she going back to Jakku? She's got the stick. Okay, no, she's taking over here. Is she partners with Chewbacca now? Interesting. Okay, first impressions without thinking of it more. It feels like they just killed off Han Solo to shoehorn Rey in his place. Is that not what they've done? Because that's what I'm seeing. An ocean world that you get to see. Okay, I do like that part of her motivation. Just wanting to see the galaxy. And this island. Oh wait, that's the thing. Wait, she had a vision of where Luke was, an ocean, and that's what Ren said. Kylo Ren. He talked about her seeing an ocean with an island. So she saw where Luke was. How? I mean, I get that people can call out to people through the Force, but doesn't it normally mean knowing what the other person is? She's untrained. I think the only thing I can think of is when Ezra went to Lothal, the temple on Lothal, and reached out to someone, but someone was there to receive the message. But it was done consensually. Both wanted the information from the others. Rey basically just received it without knowing what it was, or just knowing she could do that. It was just like shoved in her memory when she had no clue what was happening. Unless you can say that when she touched the lightsaber, that's when it triggered a connection there. She may have been the first Force sensitive to touch it in a while, so it just gives it to her. It gives her the memories, gives her the information that Luke might have left on it. Maybe you could even say that she has the ability that Quinlan Vos had, where you touch an object and you can see its sort of memories. So that could be it. Then again, that's adding another list to the things that she's great at. Finally, this better be you. What have you been doing this entire time? Han is dead. And you're just living on this mountain in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing? Why did you leave? What's going on with you? Beard? It's him. Okay. What are you doing? Someone found you, the galaxy needs you, you left clues for people to find you, come on. It's time to rejoin the fight and explain where you've been this whole time. No, not explain where, just why. Okay, so initial thoughts, I did enjoy that, I will say I enjoyed it. There's definitely a lot in there that I did like, but there are some glaring problems to me, which makes it kind of a 50-50 movie for me. And it does come down to the main character. I think with any movie I watch, if the main character is good and I can fall in love with them, they can carry the movie. Rey just didn't. I think there is good things about her character, but ultimately she faces no real challenge in this. She just overcomes everything without much struggle, and that's what I don't like. I love characters that do have to go through trials and tribulations. She didn't. She was able to do stuff so easily, and like anything that could have challenged her, she does it so easily. And the way they explain it is that she is powerful in the Force and that she's a scavenger that seems to be acquainted with every single bit of technology in Star Wars. It feels like if you gave her the parts, she could build a Death Star. That's what it feels like at the minute. She could just do every single thing. She's a great pilot, she's great with the Force, she's great with a lightsaber, she's great with all parts of technology. She was great with a gun as well. There was just too much at that point where there was literally nothing challenging to her. And when you have that, paired with Finn, who does have challenge, who had a good story where he was a ex-stormtrooper or a stormtrooper turning from the First Order, wanting to do good, running from it, and having to go from running to fighting. That was his major challenge, having to move past his fears, overcome it, to fight for something. And I still feel like his story was treated slightly annoyingly as well. It felt like it felt like they wanted to give him some kind of triumph moment. Each time he had something close to a victory, it fell through his fingers. Trying to help and save Rey at the beginning, wanting to just, because he wants to do good, that's it. He wants to be successful. He wants to be on the side that's doing good and do something good for it. And in the end, he just doesn't. He ends up kind of knocked out, maybe in a coma. After maybe buying Rey time, that was it. He did not get a triumph moment when it feels like he should have had one. Like, that's where I'm at. Each character I can look at, and basically it's 50-50, good things and bad things about them. There's no character that I specifically love at the minute. Either the ones that are good didn't get enough time. Poe, I'd say. He seems fine, best pilot in the Resistance, but again, did not receive enough time. Ren, I would say probably might be my favorite out of them at the minute. I think he has done well. Kylo Ren, I would say, has done well. We get to see some challenge, some setback. We know his story. We see it as tragic, but also seeing it as him choosing evil. The movie itself plays a lot into the original trilogy while twisting up some things. Desert planet, finding someone there, then finding the droid that has the piece to save the day, etc., etc. Even taking down Starkiller Base, felt very reminiscent of taking down the first Death Star. So all of that was very sort of similar, and I think it does change enough to be its own thing, like having... They didn't do a reveal of I am your father type thing. That was there, but it was done in a different way, with Han Solo being the father of the Vader equivalent. Speaking of Vader, there was that one bit, his helmet was like melted and it looked like it had teeth in it. It definitely isn't teeth. His mouth was nowhere near that bit. I mean, it was behind it, but that wouldn't be teeth there. How was that survived? I'm trying to remember that movie. His helmet was removed by Luke and it was left there. Luke then dragged him out of the second Death Star onto a ship, got him away, he died, and they gave him the Jedi funeral. The helmet would have still been on the Death Star, which exploded in a big just poof. How on earth would that have survived? How would that have been found, let alone survive? So that feels like it was just there for like a cool moment where this kid is trying to connect with his grandfather because he sees him as like, oh, the big bad, I gotta be like him. You could do that without just having the helmet there. You could have it like be a picture, because surely the Empire would have, or I imagine Palpatine probably had a bunch of oil paintings done of himself because he loved himself. And I imagine Vader would have had sort of some kind of imagery done of him because of where his position in the Empire. I felt like that would have been a better thing for Ren to be talking to connect with this ancestor. Having the helmet, it feels like they wanted a cool moment that just doesn't work. Like, if you can explain how that thing survived, I'm all ears, but I cannot see it at the minute. But then cool things, I guess I do like the cinematography, settings, all of that was brilliant. I think overall I do like the story, even though it is very reminiscent of the original trilogy. It feels like they have a lot of ideas, but they thought it was interesting to not repeat the original trilogy, but almost do something similar while adding their own things. It feels like they can do something newer in the next one, hopefully, because the next one definitely needs to be its own thing and new. That, I think, is like what has to happen. If it's a repeat of The Empire Strikes Back, that would be dumb. If it's completely different, I would like that more, and that makes this one work better. If it is just a repeat, that would be bad. But if this is its own thing where it's playing off a lot of the things the original trilogy did while being new, that I like. That works. That's good. Villain, I do like. Snoke, I do like. He seems like a good sort of replacement Palpatine. I'm waiting to get more on him. Because, of course, in the first movie, you don't get a huge deal on Palpatine, just that he's an evil emperor, the embodiment of evil, and the thing you need to kill. It's the prequels that dive into who he is and what he's like and all that stuff. That's what bigs him up as a villain and gives the audience understanding. It doesn't take away from the fact that he's just the big bad evil thing. It just adds more to it, other than just he is the big bad evil thing. Snoke is in the position that Palpatine was in A New Hope, where he just appeared as a hologram. And that is what Snoke did. He appeared as a hologram. But he had a bit more going on, talking about how he trained Ren, how he was the one that seduced Ren into the dark side. So I do like him as this big bad that you can blame everything on. It means that Ren has more stuff to do. So maybe he could turn to the light again. That would be then very reminiscent of Vader's story, but that is the story of light and dark. Someone falling to the darkness and then coming back to the light. I do like the difference being that this guy always feels a constant pull towards the light that he's trying to resist. With Vader, that wasn't really there. It was all hatred. He wanted his son to come to the dark, but then when his son reached out to him, he turned to the light. This guy seems like that reaching out has always been there, and he's doing his hard, and he's doing his best not to reach back. He doesn't want the light. He's trying his best to resist it. Vader was drowning in darkness. This guy is basically trying to drown himself in the darkness, even though he's basically got a life-saving ring around him. So I do like that difference. It makes him different from Vader, but also has that similarities that just make him a good villain. And I think going forward, he will be one of the most interesting to watch, I think, with his struggle with light and dark. But I'm still so annoyed at the Han Solo thing. They brought him back to kill him. That's what they did. Why? Because looking at looking at it in the end now, his story is that he dies here. That's where his story ends. Huh? He comes back after apparently not being with Leia for ages because their son turned bad after he was sent off to train with Luke. So it sounds fine. So they had a kid together. They were together. They had a kid. He was Force sensitive. They sent him off to train with Luke so he wouldn't turn out to be like Vader. Fine. Something happened with Snoke getting in his head or whatever, and then bad things happened at the school and he turned bad, yada yada yada. But then after that, you have Leia and Han separate, apparently. And they weren't together after that. So this whole thing really deeply affected them. Fine, fair enough. You can say that's a story. But why have that story and not having them become closer and just as a united front try to save their son at all costs? Why have that happen now instead of all the way back then? Why give it years where they were separated and their relationship was gone? It doesn't change anything. If you just had them together from the beginning, that doesn't change it. They're still just fighting to protect their son, and this would have been their big chance to get him back. Having them separate, what does that do? What does it do? Having them be separated and have their basically just kill their relationship, what does that do? Kill might be too harsh. It basically means that it's saying that they're no longer together, but they're like close friends, basically. That their relationship didn't work out because of what happened to their son. That they're still good for each other, they're still good people to be around, but they're not together in that way. They're not together romantically. That's what it's saying. So the romantic part of their relationship is dead. That has been killed. Why? What does that do for the story? If they're still together, husband and wife, during this, what does that change? Because they can still be on a united front, and then at this point, they're basically saying, okay, we now have a better chance to get our son back. Let's go save him. It still stays there. With them being separated, it just gives them a reunion moment. Is that what they wanted? Just to bring the original cast back, clearly, and then just give them this reunion moment? Because they couldn't do that if they were still together, because they wouldn't have been separated then. It just feels really irritating that that was the choice made there. You have this couple that was together in these movies that time ago that were just brilliant, and you decide to just end that relationship. That's just so wrong to me. Through those movies, you got to see how that relationship was built and how it became strong and amazing. And the movie they finally come back, you're just like, no, we killed it off screen. The romance is gone, they separated, they're good together and they can be friends and close friends and they can be there for each other when they need them to be, but they're not going to be romantic. I do not like that. I wouldn't say that ruins the movie for me. I think I still enjoyed the movie. The movie was, I would say, the movie was flat out fine. That's what I'm going to just say in my mind. It's just fine. It is 50-50 good and bad. The bad things you can pinpoint a lot. The good things, they're there, but they're not enough to take away from the bad. They balance each other out. Because mainly the bad things come from just story decisions. Everything else is fine. Everything else is good. Visuals are great. Star Wars lore, good. Not having Sith, having a new villain be brought in, having a new threat and stakes with Starkiller base. Actually having an homage to Starkiller is pretty cool. But then the story decisions with characters, why? Killing off Han Solo, having Rey be the main character. I feel like this. It feels wrong that almost Rey is the main character. It almost feels like Finn should have been the main character with what he was given in writing, whereas Rey is the plot device that's able to do everything. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm ranting a bit too much. I did enjoy the movie. I feel like I've got to keep telling myself that. I'm just getting passionate about the things that I don't like. I did enjoy it. But it feels like they switched up who the plot device is and the main character is. It feels like the main character should have been Finn, because his story seems pretty good and honestly kind of brilliant. Ex-Stormtrooper, trying to do good and change. Love that. Rey is the plot device that can just do everything and is good at everything. And it gets the plot moving. Her personality, is that fine? Did we get much of her personality in this? I honestly don't quite know. For personality, for Ren, you can see that he's basically a stunted child. He throws tantrums, he's controlled by anger, and that's what Snoke uses to control him. He's been groomed. You can see that in his personality, but you can also see his vulnerability. You can see that he does want someone, but he had to find the strength to kill his dad because his dad was pulling him towards the light. So you can see a lot of his personality there. Finn, you can see so much of his personality. He was an ex-Stormtrooper. He got so frightened by just the blood and everything. That was his first mission. He got so frightened by death that he decided to run. And yet he still finds the strength and courage and bravery to fight for the good guys and keep going and trying to save Rey. With Rey, on the other hand, her personality, I guess you could say is exploration, but I don't think that's a personality trait. Her motivation is exploration. No. What is her personality? What? Her story. She didn't want to leave Jakku because she thought her family was coming back to her, but she was lying to herself. That got revealed to her by someone else. So she had to be told that she was lying to herself through that, which, yeah, fine. That's what broke her out of it. She's incredibly powerful, and basically we get more of just her power rather than her personality and getting to know her as an individual. We get to know the things she can do more than who she is. And that does not work for a main character that you're meant to focus. The story is through her eyes. We as the audience follow her journey. It does not become interesting when we learn more about what she can do rather than who she is. We do not know who she is. This is a whole movie and we do not know who she is. Just that she's Rey, the most powerful, that can do anything. She didn't have any struggle in this. We saw moments of vulnerability, fine, but those were emotional. They weren't things that she had to overcome. Maybe you can say that she was overcoming the idea that she does not have to return back to Jakku, but that was basically, it was one scene and then we're set up, and then another scene where the lady with the glasses basically said it, and then it was over. She does not have to return there, and then she was just set for the rest of the missions. I mean, there's definitely groundwork there to be built on. Her not knowing her parents is a good thing. It is something to be built on. It's a vulnerability. That is good. I'm hoping that the next movies can build on that, but it almost feels like this was the first episode of something where you're left off still waiting to get to know the characters. As a movie, this doesn't work for her because she needs far more to fully understand her. Of course, fully might be too strong, just to understand her in general and just to understand who she is as a person, because we don't get that. We can understand her power and her abilities and just her capabilities, great. There wasn't a moment where we didn't see her do great. But as an individual, as a character that we are following through this story, we do not know her. She's just the one that can do everything. That is what I have taken away from this. She is the one that can do everything. I know that she has vulnerability in moments where she never saw that much green before. She lived on a desert planet. All of that was new to her. She's been lying to herself the entire time because her parents abandoned her. That's it. Everything else is just what she's capable of doing. And honestly, it kind of feels like a disservice. I don't know if something happened during the writing of this, but it feels like they had strong ideas, they had good sort of foundations for characters, and then something went and they decided to just try and make Rey feel more powerful, and in turn, that messed with the balance of just getting to know her as a character. That feels like what's happened there. There was a foundation for an interesting character, but then they just went to, how can we have a fight scene at the end where she can be cool, but then she doesn't have any training with a lightsaber? Let's just make her great at it. Let her call on the Force and just do something no Jedi has ever done, and just make her adept at everything. That feels like what's happened there. They wanted the cool moments without actually earning them. And it just feels better when characters do earn them, and this is what it's missing. There's foundations there. There is potential for these characters. but it's just been missed, and I don't know what's happened. I did enjoy this movie. I will keep telling myself that. Okay, first off, I just want to say I did find this movie enjoyable. I think after thinking about it for a while, there's definitely things I did enjoy with this, and it basically balances it out. There's stuff that I really don't like, but also some things that I am quite happy with. And I think my experience watching the film, I didn't come away just hating it, I still enjoyed it just watching it. But starting off with our first character, the main one, Rey, and just what she does good and what doesn't go well with her character. I think the foundation for her is fine. It's clear they wanted to pay an homage to the first movie, again having a character found on a desert planet and then being brought into this rebellion / resistance type thing. And she follows a lot of the same tropes that Luke had, seeing pilots fly off, wanting to be one of them, wanting to join them. Also having this lingering idea of who my family is, wanting to be with them. All of that is there. Those are good foundations. Those are fine. But for Luke, he had like so much time devoted to just training. Think of his time with Yoda. Yoda's famous line, "Do or do not, there is no try." It comes from that training arc. Rey didn't receive that. It's just going into everything and just excelling at it. It wasn't even doing it good. Every time that she did something new, she did great at it. The first scene with her piloting, she's able to basically pull off trick shots, things we normally see Hera be able to do, the best pilot in the galaxy. And Rey is able to do similar stuff. They fly through the ruins, and you can say that it's because she knows the ruins. She knows them like the back of her hand, so she's able to fly through them. That tells her where things are. It does not tell her how to pilot a ship through them. I might know where I live brilliantly, but when I drive, I am completely lost and not knowing what I'm doing. And with Rey, she might know the ruins well, but then piloting a very fast ship that they call garbage, it should not go well. It shouldn't, yet somehow it does. She's able to pull off a trick where she turns off the engines, turns it back on, lines up a stuck gun to the ship that's chasing them exactly right, and does it. The only defense I can think of for that is because she knows the ruins, which is not a good enough defense. And there's like countless other examples of her being great at everything she does, her fixing the Millennium Falcon just because she knows how to, literally, that's throughout the movie. Her tinkering with things and technology, not even tinkering, just knowing what things do. I would be better if it showed off her tinkering with things. Because the idea is that she's a scavenger. She works with she's probably seen a bunch of ships in her time. She just takes their parts and sells them. That does not intrinsically mean she knows what those things do. She might know their value, but she does not know what they do. She doesn't know how they work. She has not been inside a working ship. She's been inside dead ones that she's been scavenging off of. If she then took those parts back to her home and tinkered with them and built stuff with them, that's a better defense for understanding how things work. Otherwise, we are just seeing her get trinkets and stuff and just know how every single thing in the galaxy ends up working. Doors, Starkiller base. She's able to fly ships. She's able to fix ships. That does not work for me, and it is not a good defense for her character. It's an easy road for her to just be able to do things without laying the groundwork of why she's able to do those things. And then you get to the Force, which is just, that is probably the most annoying thing. Because it's not necessarily bad. We've seen powerful Force users before who don't know what they're doing with their power, yet they're just able to do it. Ezra being a great example. I loved his, I still remember his scene where it was on that like dark planet where he first tapped into the dark side and things started floating around him. He was untrained, yet he's able to do all of this stuff. That was like my big, oh no, he's untrained, yet he's able to do all this stuff. But that was explained. It was the dark side. It allows you to do things more than actual training does. Here, Rey is not tapping into the dark. She's specifically tapping into the light, as it's being said. Look for the light. Look for the Force. She's only seeing the Force as a light thing. She's tapping into it, and apparently it's teaching her how to fight with a lightsaber. That's not how that works. I feel like I've watched Star Wars long enough to understand that. And you can say that Ren was weak and injured at that point, but still he was trained. And that training would save his life in that situation. It would not allow him to fall to someone that isn't trained. If you take two swordsmen, one that's had years of experience in training, and one that just picked it up that day, if you shot the one swordsman in the leg, he's probably still going to do a better job than the one that just picked it up. It's really that simple. So just having her win doesn't feel, literally the scenes could be tweaked in so many different ways to make them feel more earned and better. Her struggling in that moment and maybe just backing away and taking that moment to realize that she needs to train and do something. Realize that it's her calling, but not actually win in that situation. I think that would have worked better. Like you can imagine Ren defeating her, but then the ground gives way and she gets saved by Chewbacca. She then goes away from that, realizing that this fight probably isn't over and I need to train so I can actually be able to stand my ground against him. That works. Having her win here doesn't, because she shouldn't. There is no rhyme or reason for why Rey should be winning this fight. There is no defense for it. But yeah, just to finish off Rey's section with good things, the foundations are there, and I'm hoping for the next 2 movies to improve her character, because there's stuff to work with. She has vulnerability, she has this idea where she wants to go see the galaxy and be a pilot and explore and do all of that. She has this thing with her family where she wants companionship and she's looking for people that won't leave her. So all of that is great. All of that is good. And I'm really hoping the next 2 movies build on that just to flesh her character out, because it could be that this movie just focuses on her powers and ability and it gets that out of the way. That would make it better, and then the next 2 movies focus on her as a person. That would fix this for me. You have all the power, but now you need to actually become a person to use that power, to actually become an interesting character to follow. Then Han has probably got to be my biggest gripe with this movie. They killed him off. And I mean, killing someone off in a movie, it can be good and bad when done right. This was not done right. Like, I definitely did not have the same experience probably other people had, because Han last appeared in Return of the Jedi, all the way back then. So I imagine a lot of people would have been excited to see him and the rest of the cast return here, because I imagine they would have announced that they'd be in it. The whole story being about finding Luke, Leia trying to find Luke, Han probably was in trailers, he was most of the movie. That would not have been a secret. And then to go into the movie and then realize that he dies in the end, I feel like it's easy to predict what the fan reaction to that would be. I don't even need to be told. That is clearly something that people would not like. I can't imagine anyone being okay with Han dying like this. His relationship with Leia just feels like it's been ruined, and they don't even give him a chance to fix any of it. Apparently he walked out and left because he was just out flying with Chewbacca. Leia seems to have always been looking for her son. Han seems to have just left. Their relationship seems to have no longer be romantic. He comes back eventually, and that's when they realize that they're talking about their relationship as if in past tense, meaning they're not going to get back together, but they're still good for each other. As in, like, they can be vulnerable around the other, they're still, like, close. And then when Han finally reunites with his son, he gets killed. And it isn't done ceremoniously. It's not the ending he deserves at all. It is just bad. They just kill him to make the villain feel scarier, to make fans feel, I guess, in pain that one of the characters they like is dead, so they can extract that feeling and shove it onto Ren. And I feel like Ren has enough feeling going on with him that you don't need this to make him a good villain. It feels meaningless. Ren was already a very good character. I already like him as a villain. You do not need him to kill one of the main cast from the original movie as a shock value to make you hate him more. Like, I don't even hate Ren, that's the thing. What I got from that scene is that I don't like the writers. The feeling I got did not go to Ren. It just went for whoever made the decision to kill Han Solo off. And that is the mistake in the writing, because there's ways to do it. There's ways to have this reunion end badly, but it's done ceremoniously. Maybe he gets stabbed but doesn't die instantly. Maybe he's able to get back to Leia and he's able to talk to her and just say that he's sorry for everything that he's done. Saying that he never stopped loving her, to keep going, to just reinforce that he doesn't hate his son, that always just keep fighting, keep trying to save him, and then have him die peacefully. Here he got stabbed by his son and then tossed over the bridge. It feels disrespectful to the character. And that is what bothers me so much, because a writer can do anything. If you wanted to kill off anyone, you can, but it's how you do it that makes it work or not work. And this instance makes it not work. Finn, I feel like, has got to be one of the stronger characters for this movie. I like Finn a lot. His story is very good. I love how much personality we've gotten from him. I love him. He's an ex-stormtrooper, so that is already, right off the bat, a very interesting story to tell. Being one of the main characters and actually being an ex-stormtrooper. Seeing what they're doing and realizing it's wrong and turning against it. Of course, we don't get a great deal on his past. We know that he was taken from his family and basically indoctrinated and just groomed to be a stormtrooper and given no identity. So kind of like the Jedi. And I think I like that, but I almost think if he had chosen to join the First Order and then decided to leave it, would that have been more powerful? I don't think it really matters. It's just an option. I think his backstory is currently fine, but I just really love the personality we get from him. The fear that he has surrounding it all. I love the first scene. The hand, like the bloody hand going across his helmet, horrifying. And you can see the effect that that's taking on him. And then throughout the movie, you see him just absolutely afraid, but then coming to turn against his fear, to be brave for someone else, to learn to be a hero. That's what it is. Because at the end of the day, these stories are heroic films. It's about watching a hero be born. Rey, we don't see that with yet. She has not gone on a hero's journey. Finn has. He has been afraid and he's chosen to rise above it to save someone else. So his character is already really strong, but then the actions that they decided to give him for the movie feel, if I had to basically lay it out in how it is in my head, you have Rey and Finn. Finn has been given all the personality, Rey has gotten none. Finn didn't get as much action or things to do, whereas Rey got it all. That's where it's at. The balance is not struck right between them. Finn had moments where he was fighting and should have been doing good, but never succeeded in the end. Rey, however, basically never got moments of struggle and always just kept winning. It feels like, to mix it up, you should have had Finn have some triumph moment, and then you should have had Rey actually struggle and actually not do so well at something. Even when she got captured, she was able to just use a Force mind trick, which she had no idea about, to get out. No one told her about that. Like, how common knowledge is the Jedi secrets now? And if it is well known, say it. Because it hasn't been that way. So again, with Finn, I think I'm looking forward to just seeing him again in the next ones, just to see what they do with him. I want him to get some kind of triumph moment. This one sets up his character well. It sets up his character perfectly. Now he just needs moments to go along with it. That's it. Then we get to our villain, Kylo Ren, Ben Solo. Apparently leader of the Knights of Ren, which I have heard about, but I'm gonna need reminding of them. I think they're connected to Acolyte with, oh no, that was a theory. The Stranger might have been one of them. A theory, so they're not confirmed. But I know they're in order, so this seems to be the counterpart to the Sith that we're following. The dark side users, so they're not Sith, they're the Knights of Ren. That's what we're dealing with here. So does that mean there's more of them? Because we only see Ren and Snoke, and it almost feels Sith-like, even though they're not Sith, but it feels Sith-like, having a duo. If there's more, that would feel more, I guess, Knights of Ren and going away from the Sith idea. But anyway, I think he's a good character. I do like him. He does feel like a strong, capable, good villain. You get to understand him a great deal in this movie. He is done very well. We get to hear about him as a child. We get to know that he got groomed by Snoke and turned against Luke's school of Jedi and turned bad and turned to the dark side, which is fine, which is good. As a child, he was vulnerable to different things like that. Snoke gets in and grooms him, turns him evil. I like how we get to see that brought into his adulthood through all of his tantrums that he throws. It shows that this guy is stunted in his maturity. He is stuck as this child in his adult life, and he was given a lightsaber. So whenever he's angry, he lashes out. It shows that he isn't as upright and sophisticated as Vader was. He is a child that was unable to grow up because he had just been stuck as a child and just taught all the dark side stuff. And then you follow his character to the end where he kills his father, which you can understand in Ren's perspective. Him being drawn to the light. I love this for his character because it changes up things for the villain. It's no longer a character that's fighting between light and dark, well, it kind of is, but it's done differently. This guy is fighting against the light. You have characters that are constantly pulled towards the darkness and sometimes give in. That's what happened to Anakin. He got pulled towards the darkness and gave in. Then when the light reached out to him, he reached back. This character dove into the darkness, but it's like he's got those armbands or swimming wing or a life jacket on that's stopping him from going deeper. He has this lifeline that he's unable to let go of. This pull towards the light. That is super interesting in itself, and we now know what that pull was. It was his family, so he tried to kill it. But we see it did not have the right effect he wanted. In his moment fighting Rey, he wanted someone. He said that she needed a teacher and he could be that teacher. He is vulnerable. He does not want to be alone. Same as Rey. So we're already seeing a similarity between our hero and villain, but we see how Ren is self-destructive and very childlike. So already, I think that's great groundwork for a villain. It means that him killing his dad makes sense, but I still don't like how they kill his dad. All it does, it means it makes sense. It does not mean it's good. But overall, Ren as a villain does feel good. He feels like a menacing presence, and he feels like he is enough to carry sort of the stakes, the things that you're fighting against. And now looking at the story, and I think the story is fine. Literally, this movie, the only problems it has is with its characters. The story itself seemed perfectly good. You have Luke's disappeared for some reason, so that's a separate issue. He just someday got up and vanished. Actually, no, I take that back, I remember now. You had his school, so there's a lot to go over here. Luke started his school, then his nephew turned bad and Luke gave up and disappeared. That's what happened. So all that time ago, that's when he disappeared. During that time, the First Order arose, and I imagine that's from the Imperial remnants. They came together under Snoke, I guess, and now they're going after the New Republic. So it's been a long time, so that's what's happening here. Time has passed quite significantly. Enough for a child, Ben Solo, to grow up into an adult Kylo Ren. So a good couple years. This explains why the First Order feels so advanced and feels so powerful and how they were able to gut an entire planet and turn it into a weapon. And the story itself is very reminiscent of A New Hope. I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like that's quite fun and creative to make the first chapter of this new trilogy a callback to the thing that started all of this. That's quite fun. And they did it in a different enough way to give it its own identity. And they also pulled things from other parts of the first trilogy, like the father relationship to the villain thing, but also making it different and unique. And I think the big difference between this and the original trilogy is the big stories, right? they felt big. And you follow your main character, Luke versus Rey, through Luke feeling almost inconsequential compared to this whole thing. He was a soldier, a fighter, one of the pilots. He got the Force and he became more important and he became more mysterious as the Jedi. And then ultimately he was the one to save the day in the end. No one, I think, was absolutely looking at him to be the one to end it all. He was important, but still it was a collective mission and everyone had their parts to play. This one, Rey does not feel insignificant. From her power, it's clear that she is going to be the one to save the day, do all the stuff. I mean, that's obvious anyway, but if there's, with stories, it makes the balance off. It no longer feels like it's an army of the Resistance versus the First Order. It just feels like Rey is going to be this savior that's going to come and save everyone because of her power, because it's so strong and that she can do anything with it. Because this character seems to just be able to do anything, and it's a detriment to her. It does not feel earned when Luke's really did feel so earned. And it's just a shame too, because there is a great sort of structure and I guess just foundation for this story. And all they needed to do was give Rey more time and just to focus on who she is as a person, to give her some struggle. That's it. You can have her be the most powerful whoever, you can have her do all these different things, they just need to be earned. So yeah, the story, I think it's fine. I'm excited to see what's going to be happening for the story overall. We have Snoke, who does seem like an interesting Palpatine equivalent. So we've got this new big Imperial threat, and I'm looking forward to learning more about that guy. And now Luke has been found. So I can't wait to see how this is all going to progress into the next thing. And then the good and the bad. And I think I've talked about the bad enough. So right now, I'm just going to focus on all the good things that this did. The cinematography was excellent. The shots and settings were so nice to see. And I do love the creativity in what they've dreamt up here. Having a ex-Stormtrooper be one of the main characters, how they brought the original cast back, and how they've just furthered the political conflict in the galaxy. It seems stable, but something has arisen. From the ashes of the Empire, a new threat has emerged. It is different and new, and that was something that I was concerned with, I will say. For so long, the story of Star Wars has been defined by Palpatine. He was the villain that orchestrated everything in the prequels, the Clone Wars, he was the one that did it all. In the original trilogy, he was the enemy. Of course, in the other things, with Ahsoka Mandalorian, we're going into Thrawn territory, but he stems from what Palpatine did. This, yes, stems from it, but now we have an equivalent, because Thrawn does not feel like a Palpatine. He feels like his own thing. Snoke feels like he could be his own thing, but also very reminiscent of Palpatine. They share positions, but it means that he can be on that sort of level of being his own type of villain. If he is just like how Palpatine was in the original trilogy, I think that's fine, but it just creates something new and fresh. So I think they've got a great thing going with, I guess, the antagonistic side of this story. You have this imposing threat, which we're yet to learn more about. You have this order that's gathered around him out of the ashes of what once was. And you have Kylo Ren being someone that's very much connected to the characters that we know, and who's someone who's trying to stay in the dark rather than just take the easy road, apparently, and grab onto the light. So I think there is a lot of creativity around those sides of the story, and they feel just nice and different to a lot of what we've seen. As for what's next, Rey has found Luke, so that can start getting going. I think what I'm hoping for is that maybe Luke trains her in some way, because that feels like, I guess, the next step. He's Jedi Master, seemingly the last one. Here comes Rey, being Force sensitive. Train her to be a Jedi. That seems like the best direction to go in. I'm hoping she does just get some kind of training arc or something. Because with how this movie was so similar in structure to To A New Hope, I'm hoping the next one will at least have that similarity of training with Yoda. Something like that, except Yoda would be Luke. Because Rey needs that structure. She has all this power, which they've shown off time and time again, but now we need some backing to show that she's earned what she can do. So while this movie is quite messy, they have so much opportunity to fix it. You have Starkiller Base, and that has been destroyed. The First Order has been set back. So now I imagine they'll be doing something new, and I'll be interested to see what they have next in store. Like, I can think of like a million ideas for a big galaxy threat. Black hole generator, something that destroys suns. This kind of does it, but like for a system. So instead of actually targeting planets, target the sun. Let that go out and let the planets die slowly. Messing with hyperspace lanes to have everything collide into each other or change the navigation. Destroy all communication in the galaxy so it all goes into like a dead zone so no one can contact each other. So that way stepping out into space is like a minefield. I have so many ideas like just galaxy destruction, and I'm very curious to see what the First Order will do next. Overall, I think this movie was 50-50. There's definitely things I like about it. There's definitely things about the characters that I do like about all of them, but it also has a lot going against it. And it is quite annoying because you can pinpoint it. You can see that there's a balance off where some characters get more power and more moments than others, while some characters get more personality and time with their character than others. The story does hold it together, there's a good foundation, and you can see where things can improve in places. But ultimately, I did enjoy this. I will say that I did enjoy this movie. As much as I know there's so much controversy around it, I did enjoy it, but I can definitely see why it brought about so many strong reactions. Han Solo, not happy with that. Definitely not happy with that. Because I think that's what this movie does. It is an interesting start to the sequel trilogy, but ultimately it leaves paths open for things to improve. It gets the characters introduced to you. You understand them. It almost treats them not right, what I'm hoping for is that it doesn't treat them as 3 separate movies. I'm hoping it's treating it as like one big thing where maybe this was just our introduction to the characters, and then the next one, they get to develop and earn and actually earn their powers and position. Finn will get more to do and just have moments of triumph. And then the last one, everything comes together. That's what I'm hoping for. So if they're treating it like just a very long, odd series, that works. But as a standalone movie, it struggles. I think you definitely needed to know there was a sequel after this to give it that sort of leeway, I guess. Because if you did not know there was a sequel coming, and you did not, if you only knew that this was the only one they were going to do, what would the response to that be? Probably not great. The fact that there is others out there gives you hope that they will fix some of these things, because the issues are clear. Some characters need work in just earning what they can do. Some characters need moments of triumph to show that their personality is paying off and giving them moments, and actually making them feel important. The way they treat the returning cast better be better. And just to end off, I think this gives me hope, right? It does not feel hopeless. This movie was something, it was 50-50. There's still good things to go off. And there's 2 movies left, and I'm hoping they really just dive into those good things that this one did right and just improve them. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this movie in the comments. And with that, I'll see you in the next one for The Last Jedi. See ya!